Hi everyone, my name is Nitya and you are at Daybreak Stitchery, which is my Flosstube channel. This is a channel all about cross stitch and I have roofers out today, so we're going to get a little bit distracted. Usually I make a video at the end of the month where I show you everything that I've been stitching on, and that's coming up this weekend, but this is just a super quick video I wanted to make to go over the stitch and chat that I'm organizing and that hope you'll be interested in joining. So way back March 8th or 9th is International Women's Day. So for International Women's Day, I had organized a Craftivism fundraiser that's still going on. And as part of that, I want to organize the Stitch and Chat for everyone who donates. So I'm going to give you a really quick version here. I'm going to try to do it in like 2 minutes. And then past the 2 minutes, if you want to stick around and hear more about the organization, I'll try to add a little bit more info there. Okay, and then I'll show you a real quick stitching thing too between my 2-minute overview and going on about who we're donating to. Okay, if you want to participate in Stitch and Chat, there are 2 things you're going to do. One is donate to Expanding Lives, is the organization that we're raising money for. They're basically an organization that works towards connecting girls with chances to go to school. So it's 2022, and there are still communities and families in the world that hold their girls back from being educated. They prefer to have them kind of get married early while they're still teenagers, and they miss out on chances to go to school. So Expanding Lives works to find girls who are wanting to continue their education, and they do a lot of work communicating with their families and communities to talk about the value of getting girls educated. So if that sounds good to you, you'll want to donate to Expanding Lives. So step 1 is donate. Step 2, I'll tell you about the Stitch and Chat. There are 3 ways to donate. All 3 are linked below. So one is directly to Expanding Lives, and then just make sure to screenshot or email me your confirmation that you donated if you want to participate in the Stitch and Chat. 2, I've created a fundraiser in Instagram. So you have to be on the mobile version of Instagram to access it, and then it'll be up in my profile. So I've linked my Instagram account below, and if you go up to the profile, you'll be able to see the link to donate, but that's only in the mobile version. If you're on a computer, there's some functionality that doesn't seem to be showing up. So the fundraiser link won't show up on the computer. You have to be in your mobile version. And then third way you could donate is through Facebook. I created a Facebook fundraiser just because I know a lot of us are on like in stitchy groups on Facebook. So if that's easier for you to donate through, you can do that. All 3 ways are linked below. If you want to join us in the Stitch and Chat, so what is the Stitch and Chat? So I thought it would be fun because I know the founder and director of Expanding Lives, Leslie Natsky is her name. I know her because she's also a teacher. We all know each other. So she is a knitter, and so I just thought, oh, it might be fun to do a Stitch and Chat where I open it up to people, stitchers who have donated to this Craftivism fundraiser, and then we can chat with Leslie. She'll bring her knitting. You can bring your knitting, crochet, stitching, whatever you want, or nothing. You can just listen, and we'll get to hear about, why did she start this organization, and just hear stories. If you like to hear stories, this is going to be a fun experience for you. It'll be fine. The roofers are bringing ladders and stuff around. Okay. How do you join the Stitch and Chat? There's a Google form linked below. I need to send you a Zoom link. So that's what, on that Google form, you'll let me know how should I get the Zoom link to you. And you can also let me know. We're going to try to do some giveaways during the Stitch and Chat. So if you want to be included in the raffle for giveaways, you'll let me know in that form. And then you'll also let me know in the form how you donated so that I can verify your donation before I send you the link. So I think that's the quick version. Donate and then Stitch and Chat. When is it? April 3rd. It's Sunday, April 3rd. From 10 a.m. U.S. Central Time to probably, we've set it for an hour, 11 a.m., but if people want to hang around after that and still Stitch and Chat, we can do that. But 10 a.m. Central to 11 a.m. Central on April 3rd is the timing. That's a Sunday morning. That is the same weekend as Stitch North. So I've already had people contacting me saying that they're going to donate but can't attend the event. So hopefully, if you're not attending that event, hopefully you can join us. I would love for a bunch of us to be there just to show support to the organization. It's an important cause. We want every kid to have a chance to go to school and learn and make their own choices in life. So we're going to just hear more about that. So it would be nice to just have people present too to support the cause. So if you can do it, if you can join us, join us. There's going to be no expectation to like have your cameras on or say anything. You know, you don't have to speak up. We'll use the chat to share if people want to share like what they're stitching on, that kind of thing. Or if you have questions, you can throw them into the chat. We're hoping that it will be kind of a very low key, just a fun, relaxing. Basically, if you like listening to people talk while you stitch, I think this should be a fun way to stitch and spend your morning. So, okay, that's the main part of all this. If you'd like to join us, please donate. Please fill out the Google form, and then I will send the link out very close to the actual date, probably like April 2nd. I'll send the link out. So then just be checking your spam folder just in case it ends up in there. And then just let me know. When you fill out the Google form below, my email address is in there too. So if you need to reach me about anything, you can do that. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. Expanding lives, that's the quick version. Oh, I'll show you a little quick teaser stitching of what I've been working on this month. And then if you need to split, you can split. Or if you want to hang around and hear a little bit more about expanding lives, I can share a little bit with you. For my stitching teaser, I can show you, this is the Modern Folk Embroidery 2021 Stitch Along. And it's one of my WhipGo projects. So I've been working on it quite a bit this month. The goal was to do 5 days on it. And I think I'm at like 9 days now. Let me hold it up a little bit closer. So here's where it's at. I'm basically dipping into a whole bunch of months. I worked on January, February, March, not April. I worked on May, June, and then I came down to August and September too. So I've been working on it a whole bunch. I'm using the fabric I don't talk about, but the thread it's a Threadworks Desert Sunset. And then I'm going to be removing some parts of the blue that are like in the border up here, like this I'm going to be taking out. But all of the accent colors I'm going to leave in blue, like the bits that are on the bird and the heart, the floral bits I'm going to leave. That's Caribbean Blue by DMC. It's a color variations. So just a little teaser. I'm going to do my regular end of month video next weekend. But I know some of you are here for stitching, so there's that. And then Expanding Lives, check out their website. I have it linked below as one of the donation, ways to donate. It's so the woman who I know, Leslie Natsky, she's a teacher, which is how I met her, and she had served in the Peace Corps in West Africa, in Niger. And she was there. We'll have to find out for how many years she was there. I don't remember. Between 2 and 4 years. And basically she was volunteering as a teacher there too. And she volunteered at all the different levels of school. And she noticed that as girls got older, fewer and fewer girls were going to school. A lot of them were being kept at home. They did a lot of the housework. They were being married off pretty early. There was more of an emphasis of having boys complete their education and go to college and not girls. So she has been working. She set up an organization here called Expanding Lives. And she's working with an organization that's local there. We're talking about very rural parts of Niger and Benin in West Africa. The local organization, I'm going to link them below too. Their name is MICA. And they are made up of volunteers who are from these rural communities in Niger and Benin. So they are, they know the families, they know the culture, and they're able to have conversations with families about why they might want to send their girls to school, let their girls continue their education. So they do a lot of really interesting work too. They actually do a lot of work, not just with the girls, but with the women, because if there are generations of women that are married off early, some of the girls who go through the Expanding Lives program and continue their school, they have moms who've never been to school. So they have moms who can't read. And so MICA does work with, literacy training. They do job training. They do all sorts. So their whole mission is to improve the lives of women and give them more opportunities. So Expanding Lives connects with them, and they do a lot of fundraising here to help send more and more girls to school. Leslie told me that this is all pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic, there would be about 4 or 5 girls who they would locate. So MICA works with local schools and the teachers there, and they try to identify girls who are really like interested in school and wanting to continue, but are being held back by their families. And Leslie told me that before the pandemic, they would be able to fund about 4 or 5 girls, because once a girl is identified and applies and enters the program, Expanding Lives tries to raise money to keep them going to school through college. So they're supported through college. And she said because of a lack of donations, they can really only afford to support like 4 or 5, maybe 6 girls a year. If they had more donations, they have to turn away girls every year who want to continue because they don't have the funding. Because they're really, it's her. Basically, the organization is her. And her she does have a team of volunteers. So it's nonprofit, and the entire organization is volunteer. It's all volunteer. So all the money is going to helping the girls. And that's why I think, it's a small organization. They're small potatoes. So whatever little bit we can do, I think will be very helpful, and she'll really, really appreciate it. Especially I've been listening to this pod. This is very scattered. I'm sorry, everybody. This is, there's a podcast I've been listening to as part of this, and it's called, I have it up here. I'll link it below. It's the Inside Global Girls Education podcast. And one of the things they talk about is that due to the pandemic and having to be quarantined, schools closing, it's made this situation of girls being forced into marriage earlier, that has increased a lot during the pandemic in these kinds of communities. They've just found it as like an easier thing to do instead of trying to keep their girls, in school or continue to send them to school. It's been an easier choice. Let's just go ahead and get them married and start families. So that phenomena has, it's been happening more and more during the pandemic. So the state of girls' education is that girls need help and chances. So Expanding Lives is working to do that. So we'll find out more when we do our stitch and chat. We'll get to ask Leslie all kinds of questions. I don't know if we'll actually get to have one of the girls with us on the chat. That would be amazing. We're working on that. Or even like a scholar who's gone through the entire program and gotten her education all the way through college. We're trying to see if we can get some of the girls and women from the program on the chat too, but we're working on that. So we'll see how that goes. But Leslie will be just an awesome person to meet and talk to, and we'll just learn something about this situation in honor of International Women's Day. We'll just find out more about what it's like to be a girl in different parts of the world, and what opportunities are or aren't available. That's it. I am gonna sign off here because I think we have people doing work today, so we're gonna see what is going on here. I hope you'll join us. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know. You can message me on Instagram. I'll leave, my contact is gonna be below. Or if you want to leave comments on this video, you can do that too. I'll be really happy to see you. And if you can't make it, still think about donating, even just like $5, even $1. Even if all you donate is $1, you'll get an invitation to this Zoom, because I know it's not, we're all doing the best we can with what we have, right? So whatever you can give is good. I think that's it. Thanks for listening to my impromptu scattered chat. If you think of any questions, let me know. Hope you're having a good day, and I'm going to check in with you in a few days. I'm making my notes and gathering up all my monthly projects to show you in just a few days. So I'll be back pretty soon. Okay, thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.